And this is Sam. She's one of the North Wales lot. She's come down last night, wasn't it?
Yeah, last night.
And you've been supporting the RSE from the PCP Wales girls from the beginning, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well done. 'Cause you have like protests up there and presentations up in North Wales.
Yeah.
And you have been for quite some time now, haven't you?
About 2.5 years, I'd say. Maybe fully on 3 years. We've been trying to raise the awareness in North Wales. It's taken off a bit in North Wales past few months. The group WhatsApp, the court thing raised a lot of publicity as well, a lot of lies behind that, of course. But I think we've got something up our sleeve to pull out with that as well.
Yeah.
Set Becca Brown up a bit.
Yeah, Becca Brown. Let's talk about this woman who's constantly lying about what happened in that council meeting and everything else that's gone on. Threats and everything else like that.
Yeah.
How comes the BBC will report on that and they won't report on the PCP Wales girls who had nothing to do with it?
Yeah.
That's if anything happened.
Yeah.
We know what these politicians are like and these councillors are like. They lie.
And the media, especially, but what they don't know is that we've got personal footage that shows exactly what happened and that it's not what they said at all.
I've seen it.
Yeah, so have I. And it's good. So they can carry on lying, but their lies are going to be outrageous, slanderous towards, the people that are trying to fight this ridiculous sex education, trying to sexualise children from age 3. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's wrong.
Becca Brown turned around and said that she's been called a paedophile protector, a paedophile. She is a pedo. I'm going to say straight out. She can take me to court. She's a paedophile enabler because the research of this court case, not the court case, the RSE, is based off something called Alfred Kinsey.
Yeah.
Now, if people look into his research, at the end of the day, he was a paedophile enabler and protector.
Yeah. He did actually do a film, I think it was a film called Kinsey's Paedophiles, and that's still on YouTube now. You can actually research it and find it, and you've only got to look into his work to find out where this sex education has come from, and it's come from him and a load of paedophiles stimulating children as young as 3 to 4 months old for 24-hour periods.
Yeah, I've seen it on that.
It's sex abuse. It's ridiculous. Them children were being abused, full stop.
And a lot of the research, a lot of kids got abused regarding as far as the research was concerned. But a lot of the other evidence come from prison cells of paedophiles and other places where paedophiles, they've still got an act which they actually use, and they don't get prosecuted for.
Yeah, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Actual people that with these sell cannabis get less civil sentence than paedophiles.
Yeah.
Put back on the street, put out there, to endanger the kids.
That's it. So, what are you hoping for the outcome today of the court case?
Oh, the same as we're all hoping for. We'd love it just to be everything to be scrapped, for PCP to be able to go in and teach children how to safeguard. Teach teachers how to safeguard children and teach the teachers how to teach and deliver sexual and relationship studies in a safe way that actually safeguards the kids.
I'd say appropriate way.
Yeah, so if we do win, all the funds that we've raised is going to go back into sending Kim and Joan, because they've done a specialised training.
Yeah, they've done it. They've done it now.
To teach teachers how to teach children safely. Because at the end of the day, they're expecting teachers, maths teachers, English teachers, science teachers. Nobody's been educated on how to teach this education, and they're bringing it into every single lesson. It's just, no parental opt-out. Where are parents' rights? Where are parents' rights? And that's what we're here fighting for. For our kids and our parental rights.
I think I heard a bit of Paul's opening statement on the way down in the car, and he basically said that the parents' rights have been taken away from the parents now by the authorities of government, which they're not allowed to do.
No. What they're trying to say is that the children's rights override parental rights. And if you try and take your children out of this education, then you'll have social services in your door basically saying that you're denying your child their sexual rights from age 3. The child at 3 years old can't even choose their own bedtime, let alone what bloody sex they want to be.
And I'm saying about the sexual rights of children that overrides parents' rights, but obviously the government's rights override the parents' rights, the children's rights, by putting this in.
Yeah.
It should never got to a situation where a parent loses their rights over their child.
Exactly. We have the children, they are our children, not the government's children, not the teachers' children, not the education system's children. They're our children, and they can keep their hands off, because as long as this fight's going, we will keep fighting. We will keep fighting until we win it. If we've got to take every single child out of school, that's the only way we can do it. That's the road we'll go down.
Well, the good news about the kids going back to school, I know for a fact there was over 200 Muslims being taken out of school and being taught in the mosques at the moment until this is sorted.
Yeah, well, that's the way to go, isn't it? If we can't trust and we can't feel that our children are safe in schools, just don't send them.
Yeah.
Don't send them. If I had small kids now, they would not be in school. I can guarantee you that they would not be in school. My daughter's 23. If she had kids now, I would be homeschooling them for her. Schools are not a safe place at the moment, at all.
Did you see the Hatcher job this morning as well?
No, I didn't.
It was 44 seconds, 22 seconds of it was of the interviewer, and it was basically 15 odd seconds of Tim.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
And that's like Good Morning Britain this morning. So that just tells you how much the BBC haven't reported on it at all. They've only reported on what Becca Brown has said, like, you know.
And they put it on at 6:30 this morning when everybody else
it was 13 minutes past 6.
Yeah.
I put a shout out for the +1 for somebody to record it, and somebody recorded it for me for 13 minutes past 7. So that's when I put it
that
up.
time in the morning, happy, and it's up to see it so they know what they're doing and we know their game. And as I say, that's why we're here, and there's loads of us here.
Drakeford should be ashamed of himself.
He should hang his head in shame. He shouldn't be in the position that he's in.
Well, what gives him a right to tell parents or grandparents how they should bring up their children, especially when his son just serves an 8-month sentence, 8-year sentence.
Exactly.
He did 4 years.
It's ludicrous.
And Mr. Drakeford actually broke COVID rules by going to visit his son in prison.
Yeah. They've all broke the rules, haven't they? But we're all expected to fight by them and to listen to what everybody tells us, and it's like, no, sorry.
Yeah. And Drakeford, and by the way, folks, Drakeford's son actually got 8 years for violently raping a special needs person. Just get that out there. And he still got re-elected. He broke COVID rules, and he still got elected, folks. Now, do you call that a decent parent to bring up your to tell you what? Tell you what to do about your kids?
No, not at all. Not at all.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're very
I'm sure I'll talk to you before the week is over.
Oh, definitely. I'll be back again tomorrow anyway, Phil.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can sneak in. I'm going to see if I can sneak in after lunch.
Yeah.
Because I know there's like one group of people went out in this morning. But if you're back early enough, I'm sure I can get back in and sneak in and kick somebody else out of this.
I'm sure Stan and Dan are in, I'm sure I've seen them go in earlier.
Oh, Dan and Stan are in, are they?
Yeah.